What's up, fuckers? Today, a thought hit me that I feel is very important. You see, I fell out of my faith around age 13 to 14. This was after realizing multiple contradictions within the church, realizing it was a control structure that wasn't interested in my well-being or happiness, just that I complied. Oh, hi, Miss Nix. And then there were personal abuses that were done by individuals within the church. On top of my current questioning, it broke me. I was screamed at in Sunday school for asking a question, and the event was so traumatic, I don't remember what was said. All I can remember is his hands, and how he was clenching his fists so hard his knuckles were turning white. No one else spoke. There were 10 other students. No one told their parents. I didn't tell my parents. I cried down in the basement of the church next to the classroom, and then I went back to my parents and said I was tired and asked if we could go home. Terrible things happen every fucking day. Wherever you choose to have a blind spot, wherever you look and say, nothing bad could happen there, that is where it's going to happen! Every time! The moment you say it's impossible, it's against God's nature for anything bad to happen in a church, that is your blind spot. This is what keeps giving the clergy access to your children, and you don't even know, because your kid is scared and just got assaulted in some manner, verbally or physically, by an adult they trusted. And they're supposed to trust you to fix it? When every time they have not wanted to be in church, you have forced them? You have set a precedent that your kid's desire does not matter. Their comfort does not matter. Which is why I think it's very important that atheists talk about God and what God is. Not as like a being, but as a concept. For the people who believe in God, what is that concept? It's easy to say, oh, he's a king, he's a ruler, but they're deriving authority from it. So when someone sits alone in their room and prays and think that God spoke to them, it's whatever they were already thinking in a more authoritative voice. They didn't get any more access to new knowledge. They just felt better about it after they asked themselves. It is the tiniest little bit of self-reflection through the lens of this is not me. And thus, anything you pull from that reflection, even if it's deeply fallacious, even if it makes no sense whatsoever, well, it must be right because it came from somewhere, and I'm the only one here. So if I believe in God, then that must be divine revelation. And now I'm really excited and I'm buzzing. God is the enthusiasm to do something. And they think we can't have it without the church, because they can't comprehend somebody acting without having that certainty first. So they posture, they pretend they have that certainty, even if they don't. And that's how you get split-offs from the church, where some person was celebrated by their peers and started huffing their own farts. And then we get another suicide cult. So eager for the rapture, they're ready to burn things down. I will remind everyone that belief in rapture theology is suicidal ideation. You are sitting there asking for your life to end, but not just yours. You are sitting there with your hands turned up and your eyes on the sky, begging for you and all of your neighbors to die right now because you're not feeling very good. You should try talking to your neighbors. They'll have more for you than your imaginary friend.